13, 16, something like that. Like, right? Anyways, I don't even remember the exact age, but anyways, she brought home strippers for the kids, and then the other kids who were like invited to the birthday party, their parents actually didn't know
and got involved.
Yeah, and they were so I read like I've seen TikToks of it, and like the parents were like, oh, like we didn't know about this. If we knew, we wouldn't have sent our kids here.
So that tells me right away that they were probably underage.
Yeah, I think so. I think they definitely were, but
you as an individual,
I think it's not. Yeah, I don't think it's right. Like, yeah, I don't really know what else to say.
So you're grown now. Take you out at a young age right now. You're grown. You got a husband. He said 18? Hell,
I feel like
I'm bringing him to the strip club today.
Yeah, I feel like you're introducing them to, like, negativity. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why not, like, take them somewhere else where they can, you know, actually...
Like the zoo?
Yeah. Like other adults.
Just real animals.
I mean, there's no
real wild animals.
I mean, there's still naked mammals that you have to see. Right?
Still unclothed.
Still unclothed.
Yeah. I don't know. Personally, I've never like done any of that kind of stuff. So like, I don't know. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Fair enough.
Off screen.
Yeah.
No, off screen.
That's why I said we're going in the right direction.
No. But she was saying something just now, so we gotta pop it out there. We gotta pop it out there.
You opened up, Karen.
I just said only my husband. Well, okay.
So we'll get to her door.
You're okay.
TJ, we're gonna get to her door. Make sure when you get to special K, do a zoom in on her answer. Okay?
Don't do it.
Do a zoom. H2O, what you got?
We're going this way? Go.
Yes. Nice try, Akil. Nice try.
Yeah, I have no issue with it. If she has no issue
with it,
I'll bring them.
Yeah.
Because it's the same thing. It still equates to the next question. Listen, if you're gonna do anything that's like major or considered, I don't know what you want to call it. You're gonna experience that with me first. You're gonna learn it, or I just want to know what you know first before you go out there and do it. Like, go out on your own. I don't want you going to a strip club acting fool because you don't know, or you're hearing how other people are this or that, and you're
touchy and grabby.
If I go with you, I can let you know. Like, listen, don't do this.
Grabbing the girl
don't
and
do
doing
that.
all this nonsense.
Don't do that. If I know you have an interest in wanting to go to one, then yes, I would be like, you know what? I'm gonna take you.
As a father, not a mother.
We're gonna
right?
go.
That's a difference. Yeah.
No, obviously it's gonna be different, right? Well, we'll switch it up on you guys. But yeah, I don't want to spend, and I'll tie it in with the next question. Is saying the drinking and smoking. Would you do that with your adults? So we'll say 18, 19.
Yeah.
You're okay? Yes. Because if I know you have if I see you have an interest, or you even ask me about it.
Started.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the thing. I don't want you to have already started. But if you are in the beginning, whatever, and you're curious, and you're thinking, yeah, I'm going to want you to think, because I want to teach you, or at least show you. So when you go there, I at least have an idea, okay, I showed him this, he should know what to do. I'll know, okay, yo, drinking, all right, this is your limit. Now you know what your limit is. And you're at home, you're in a safe map. I don't want your first experience. You're out there. I'm pretty sure my first experience
was out there.
Right? Like real drinking, not like the Bacardi breezes you used to drink when you were younger, where you thought you were drinking some real liquor.
Or you sneak and smell a beer as half empty.
But it's 0.05, not 5% alcohol, and you thought you were drinking something? Yeah.
Okay.
I'm talking about that. I'm talking about some real percentage in it.
Yeah.
You don't want, I wouldn't want it to be out there anyway, and him not knowing what his tolerance is, or at least the level, because at least if the first time with you, you can see, oh, you had 2 beers, and look at you.
So now you know.
You know what? If you go out there, do not drink. Drink one. Drink one. Right? If you're out, drink one. If you're in a home, a safe environment, okay, maybe you could do it too. You're by your friend or whatever. You're in a home. That's cool. Smoking? Hey.
Bless you!
We're on the pod now. yeah, I wouldn't want there experience to be
Yeah.
out there. I would at least want to know, okay, I know something. I know a little bit. I know your tolerance at
That's
least.
right.
Mhm.
To
I
kind of
know
guide you.
somewhat what you can do, and I'm teaching. It's anything. It's like teaching your child ABC. I know they go to school to learn things, but there's certain things
Yeah.
you want to be able to
no.
teach.
Absolutely.
You don't want someone else teaching.
Okay.
You want that foundation to be from you, and that's what they'll look back to be like, okay, yeah, I remember when I did this. Because if they're out there with their friends are gonna keep encouraging you.
Yeah. Oh, keep going.
Do it, keep going. No. You gotta tell them, listen,
Is it my turn?
you know you're.
No, it's not your turn.
Okay.
Oh, it's your
Oh,
turn.
you're itching to go.
Oh, it's your
Oh my
turn.
gosh.
Oh,
I mean,
it's
do you want to
your
skip the
turn.
gun? We can go to you right
See, I
away.
have a comment on what he
Go
said.
ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So as a single mother to 2 males,
I get
there's a lot of things that you don't, as a mother, you can't teach your males,
Yes.
right? Because
Yes.
it only comes from a man's point of view. So I remember my son being drunk and him saying, because I always said to my kids, if you're somewhere and you're drinking, I don't want you to get in a car with anybody, call me. The friend said, I'm going to call your mom. My son said, call her from my phone because she's not going to pick up from your phone. So he
Okay.
called me, went, picked him up, brought him home, drunk as a skunk. He had a football game the next day. Oh, my lesson, and they were in the playoffs. My lesson to him was, for every football you drop, you owe me $100. He's a wide receiver.
Go ahead.
The first one went over. It wasn't even nowhere near him, but it was a lesson. He had to pay me the $100. Every other one, he shot up and grabbed that ball and started running. But I'm saying this to say that as a father to a male, there's something that you teach them that a female can never instill in them.
But what you did there, I will give you props on that because you did something. He's still learning. He's still learning something. You allowed him to call you. So at least he knows, okay, I'm somewhere, and he didn't be like, oh God, I can't call my mother. Get someone else drunk to drive him home, or I don't know if he has a license or whatever. He should drive himself home when something happens.
Woo,
Exactly. But you let him know, listen, and I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna give you the pass. I'm gonna give you the listen. If you're in a situation and you know you cannot get out, the only way out is me. Call me. Worry about I'm gonna get in trouble. That's not the issue.
Yeah.
That is
that's-
not an issue. Because you called me, you may not even get in trouble.
Right.
Yeah, you got drunk. I can't be
'Cause
that
we've been
person to
drunk.
be
We've been
exactly.
drunk, right?
You can't be like, oh, how could you do that? How could you?
I'm not going to be hypocritical.
I've done it.
Yeah.
Right,
I've done it.
it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to
Yeah.
tell my kids I've done
I'm
it.
not
I'm
gonna-
going to
Yeah.
be there to teach them that lesson.
Yeah.
But even if you do tell them,
Yeah.
tell them in a way that they learn. They be like,
Yes.
listen, I
Yeah.
did this, and you know what? I stopped. Or even if you didn't, you know your limits now.
Yeah.
You know, okay,
Yeah.
you know what?
Absolutely.
But you gave him that outlet to you, and he used it. Right? So you are teaching him something.
Okay.
Right? You may not have sat down there. The strip club one, that's different. I don't expect you to go to a strip club with it. I mean, you can. You can. But I'm not expecting that. But when it comes to
Oh, you don't what? Where did that come from?
but when it comes to the smoking and drinking part, you could sit there with if you do that, that's different. If you don't, that's a different story. You can still teach. He can sit there with you and you can watch him and see how much he tolerates and then be like, listen, okay, we need to stop now.
So is
Or if you see him acting starting to act, he doesn't have to get drunk, but you can see like, you know, he was picking up fine. Now all of a sudden it's something, you know, and
Yeah.
you're like, you see that?
So I
How do you
guess
put
what I'm
that?
asking you as 2 males who have children, both males and females, how do you tell a single parent what signs to look out for when they have male children so that we have an inkling of what we're looking for if they're doing drugs or alcohol from a male's point of view?
For me,
Good question.
yeah, no, it's a very good question.
My kid's not there yet, so it's hard. But I get what
Right.
you're asking.
I think for me, personally, because I know what I experienced and what I went through at certain ages, I would be proactive and go to them first. Because I know at that age you're kind of vulnerable and you're kind of hesitant to go to your parents and ask certain questions, so they may feel uncomfortable to come
Correct.
forth and ask you. So for me personally, when Theo reaches of age, like even right now, like we brother and then he has a girlfriend at school, right? but I'll go to him rather than come to the, hey, you know, honestly, what do you think about this girl so and so?
Or even Joseph, who's
Joseph,
a
that's
little
right,
bit older. Yeah.
that's right. I'd rather be the one to come to them than wait for them, than wait for them to come to me. Right?
Okay, that's a good tip though, because I didn't like the hardest thing for me was when my kids were hitting puberty, and I needed to have that conversation with two males about sex.
Yeah.
And I was like, I remember braiding my son's dreads because he just started dreading, and I'm like, when was the last time you had sex? And he flew out of my hand and then came back and said, we're watching this football game. We are not having this conversation, Mom. So just do my hair and don't ask me anything about that.
And that's fine. I mean, that's perfectly fine. Some people are different, and some kids are different.
And is it
right?
because I was a female? Because I know it would have been different if he had a male figure in his life and he could have that conversation, right?
No, you're right. You're right. Go ahead.
Obviously, I had both parents, but I lived with my mother. My dad didn't live in the house, but he was around. That's not to say he's bad or anything like that, right? I've never had the sex talk